I audible now? Okay, okay. 1 second. Yeah, am I audible now? Sorry for the disturbances. Here I'm facing some network issues. Don't mind. Okay, okay. So we are in now problem. Is my screen visible?
Yeah, Kusma, it is visible.
Yeah. Wait, wait. So what can you see on the screen? Can someone respond for that? Task. Correct. Yes, yes. Okay. So in the ideation phase, first step is the brainstorming and ideation, right? So in this ideation phase, you need to think of an idea to do the project. Okay. You need to think of an idea to do the project. You should think. So what are the tasks in that? You need to define the problem statement. So how the problem statement will be decided with an idea only, right? So that is what you need to do. Think of the problem statement. Next we have is design thinking in solution development. So while as we are going to develop the solution, you need to think of a design, right? So what the tasks will be present in this are like see here, Albert Einstein would spend 55 minutes defining the problem and then 5 minutes solving it. So, how well you are defining your problem, that fast you can solve the problem. So, please define your problem very well. So, what is design thinking firstly? So design thinking is a creative problem solving process that focus on user centered approach to create a solution that is technologically economically feasible. Thinking in a narrow minded way where usually everyone will get solution for that. and also it is useful for everyone. So that is what about design thinking. If we get into the design thinking success story, first is Airbnb, where they had started with just 200 USD a week to 40 millions in, like, they have built a good economy. You can read the story of Airbnb. So what are the different steps we'll be having in this design thinking stages of design thinking process? See, design thinking process will be they will be having several variations in that. Some process have as 3 steps while others have 7 steps and all. This design thinking process is defined by Stanford University, which is a leading university. You all might have uh, known about this university, and some might be dreaming about this university also to study in Stanford University and all. So here in this design thinking process, we'll be having 5 stages, which are like empathize, define, ideate, prototype, and test. So we'll see about the each phase, each stage of the design thinking process very clearly now. First is this empathize. What is mean by empathize? Observe around your surroundings. List out what all problems usually we are facing. So from the things which are happening around our surroundings only, we can get to know what all problems we are facing, right? That is by observing only we get that. The next stage of the design thinking process is define. So by observing things, we can tell the problems whichever are facing by defining them. Next, the phase is ideate phase, where you can identify problems to find solutions. By finding all the problems, you can take it like think for a solution for every problem. Okay, so the solution can be resolved through the prototype stage. When above with the idea, you can build a small prototype for that, so this idea can get into real world, and this prototype may be useful in real world cases. The last step is testing step. So whenever, usually after building anything, we need to test it, right, whether it is working properly or not. So these are the different stages we have in this design thinking process, which was defined by Stanford University. What are they? Empathize, define, ideate, prototype, test. Okay, I hope everyone is clear. Here in the same way, you need to follow these all steps while defining your problem statement, or else while developing your project, so that if you follow these stages, it will be very helpful for you to complete the project. Okay, if we get into the first step, which is empathize. What is this empathize? Let's take an example, like if you are having a business. So for your business, usually many customers reach out to you. So for every customer, there they will be having a different scenario. Their requirement will be different. So you need to know the story of the user. Clear? So that is empathize who is the user, understanding the user properly. You can see the empathy map also. When user says something, you need to think about that, feel about that, so that okay, if that is very relevant, you can build something on that, right?
Yeah, hello.
So that
Hello,
is
Kusma. Am I audible?
empathy map. You can clearly see. You need to know the user story, emotions of them, insights from them, how the things should be and all.
Yeah, guys. Am I audible?
You can clearly
Am
see
I
the
audible to you?
empathy map canvas template here, which says about thinking. You can clearly
So
see there
don't
the
worry.
empathy map canvas.
So don't worry about that attendance link. Okay, it will be shared between 3:30 to 4:30. Okay, in that time it will be activated. Okay. For now, don't worry about that. Just listen to the class. Okay. Is it clear? After that, we will discuss about the queries. Okay. Yeah, Aruna, that's enrollment is you have to enroll that. Okay. Wait a minute. After enrolling to your project, you will be seeing the section called work, go to workspace. That is nothing but after completing your project, you have to go to that workspace and you have to upload those project related documents. That's it. Okay, for now, you don't worry about that. We will be explaining about that things also. For now, just listen to this class, okay? Yeah, Kusuma, you can continue now.
Yes, students, I hope you got clarity about that empathy map. We were discussing about the empathy map, right? Empathy map template. So now we'll see the example for empathy map. So what is this empathy map? An empathy map is a simple, easy to digest visual that captures knowledge about the user behaviors and attitudes. So here you can clearly see an example for that. So by understanding the user's behavior and all, you can develop a solution, effective solution according to the user's requirement. I hope you can see the screen properly. It is updated years. Screen is visible for everyone properly. You can clearly see the screen. I'm telling about the empathy map example. So empathy map example is the one like the users. Let's take the user Jamie, where what he says. She came for something. There she's going to tell some excuses or some requirements for us. So we should think about that, how the thing can be cleared and all. I hope everyone is clear with this empathy map example. So next is defining the problem. As we are discussing about the design thinking stages, the so first stage of design thinking phases is done, which is empathy. So empathize. Next is defining the problem. So analyze. By analyzing your observation, you need to define the core problems, and that should be identified as a problem statement. Okay. I hope it is clear how to define a problem. So defining the problem is also most important. If you take an example, see, Sam is a busy manager. Here the Sam is a username. Busy manager is user characteristics. Who needs a way to integrate healthy eating habits. What Sam needs, he wants to integrate eating good food, because he doesn't want to feel like he's on a diet. Might be he's on a diet, but he wants to integrate good eating healthy habits. So what is the problem statement? And problem statement often touches us on 5 W's: who, what, where, when, why of the problem. Who does the problem affect? Who means people, right? Who is that in that sense? So from this problem, who are all going to affect? Like specific groups, organizations, or any customers in that sense. What are the boundaries of the problem? Next is what is the issue? What is the main effect? What is the issue? Through that issue, how the impact will be? What is the issue causing? Everything you need to check before defining the problem. Okay. When does the issue occur? From up till when we can fix that? Where is the issue occurring? From where the issue is occurring? Why it is important? Why it is important to fix that, and all you need to know before defining the problem. Need to knowing is different, like you need to understand it, and you have to think on all the 5 W's: who, what, where, when, why. Who means because of this problem, what all types of people are affecting with that. What means what is the what is the issue regarding that. Where means from where the problem is occurring. When means from when time. Why? So these, before defining a problem statement, you should the problem statement should touch this all 5 W's. Okay. While you are also after your empathize phase or the ideation phase, you will be getting into the defining the problem statement phase. At that time you have to consider this and define your problem statement. So the third one is brainstorming ideas and idea prioritization. So you might get many different ideas, but you need to prioritize it, prioritize that, right? Which is first, which is next, and all. There are some rules for brainstorming, which are like defer judgment, encourage wild ideas, build on the ideas of others, stay focused on the topic, one conversation at a time, be visual, go for quantity. So while brainstorming, we have to follow all these steps. So how can we solve this issue? If you are in a group of people, four can't be having same idea or else same thinking process, right? Everyone, every individual will be having different ideas, different ideology, different thinking process. So the first step is brainstorm, right? Brainstorm in the sense, think about it properly, or else I hope it is clear for everyone. Please follow everyone. Yeah, sure. We'll be sharing this. Don't, no issues with that. I think it's 3:35, right? We'll take a break for 5 minutes. After 5 minutes, we'll resume the session. Yes, guys, we'll resume the session. Yeah, attendance link will be sharing. Don't worry about that. Attendance link will be sharing. Don't worry about that. We'll be sharing. Before that, listen to the class. Okay. This is important. I have not shared yet. Don't worry about that. Okay. So we are discussing about we have completed discussing about brainstorming idea and prioritization, right? The next step is the prototype. So what in prototype, what is your goal? So what we were discussing about, so these are the list of functional requirements. Parallelly, we'll see the things which are in non-functional requirements also. So let's discuss the non-functional requirements. Firstly, we'll see the data flow diagrams. So what is this data flow diagram? So data flow diagram is a traditional visual representation of the information flows within a system. Okay. A neat and clear DFD can depict the right amount of system requirements graphically. If you take a data flow diagram, like let's consider for an e-commerce website, what this customer usually orders something in e-commerce. So what it happens, it processes the order. So it goes to the customer database. The after you book anything, like what happens in the back end? Did you anytime think about that? Anytime. So After it is going to customer database, the next step will be started shipping phase, out for delivery and all. So here, by seeing this data flow diagram, we can get an overview how the process is going inside the system. To take another example, first thing, user configure credentials for VATS and natural language understanding. So user selects the data file and uploads it. Apache Ticker extract the file, and next extracted text is passed through VAST and LNU, and its data is visualized in a UI using the 3D.js library. So for that, we have, for anything while doing, you need to create a data flow diagram. You must follow all these steps. I hope it is clear for everyone. So now we'll see the 4 components of data flow diagrams. So the first one is the customer, who is an external entity. It can be a human, system, or subsystem, anything it can be. Usually from that only the data comes, right? Next we have the process is a business activity or any function. Next we have inventory. Inventory, it's a data store, represent the storage of persistent data required and or produced by the process. So the data flow, the arrow mark, which represents the flow of information. So these are the 4 components in the data flow diagram. Students, please listen to the class first. We'll discuss the things in the last 15 minutes. If you have any doubts regarding anything, we'll discuss them in the last 15 minutes. Is that clear for everyone? Or else, shall we end the class and start discussing our doubts? As my wish. Okay. So I am telling all you, please clearly listen. This is the steps which are involved in your project development phase. Okay. So while building your project also, you need to follow all these steps. So that is why we are clearly explaining you all these things. Please understand them properly. If you do not follow these steps, your marks will get detected. I hope everyone is clear with this. Already we are in the class. The class is going on. You guys only. Wait for a second. Okay. So I am audible to you all. I hope I'm audible. Okay. So we were discussing about data flow diagrams, right? So next is customer journey maps. So this customer journey maps, you need to visualize how your customers experience your product or service, how they feel along the way. One of the significant reasons is to understand how better the customer experiences their product. See, if you are only having any business or any product inside that, you're going to ask a feedback from your customers, right? How the product is and everything. So you should map your customer's journey so that if any requirements or any improvements are present in your product, you can make that. Mapping the customer journey can benefit in many ways. So these are the different ways where different things where the customer journey can benefit, allowing you to optimize the customer onboarding process, benchmarking the customer's experience designed by your customers against what they receive, creating a logical order to your buyer journey. So in simple words, at last, what is the thing is like understanding your customers more. The better you understand their expectations, the more you can reach your goals. So what all steps did we discuss today? So we were discussing about the project development phases, right? So we have to follow all the phases of project development. Now I'll give an overview of the project development phases. It is still not yet completed the project development phases, but Yeah, empathize, ideate, prototype, test. That is what, Kavya. Today there is no attendance link. The attendance will be counted through the Zoho platform. Don't worry about that. Is that clear for everyone regarding attendance? Yeah. Any more doubts? Yeah. Now I'm going to discuss about all your doubts. Whoever has not get assigned with your projects, you will be assigned with the projects. Don't worry about that. So today what we have discussed about the project development process, right? So in the project development process, what all stages we need to follow? First, we need to set up the prerequisites. Next, definition of the problem, requirement analysis, project design, project planning, project development, functional and performance testing, mentor review and approval. So for every section, you are going to have some marks for that. So how well you are performing in every section, accordingly you will be scoring the marks. So the first phase is the ideation phase. I hope you all know what is this ideation phase. So in this ideation phase only you are going to define your problem statement and all. So the next thing is design thinking. In this design thinking, you are going to have 5 stages, which are empathize, define, ideate, prototype, test. You have to follow all these phases while building your project. This is the mandatory thing to follow for by everyone, by every group. So coming to the empathize phase, in this empathize phase, are going to collect all the stories, emotions from the customers. Okay. Next stage is defining stage, where in this defining stage, you are going to define your problem statement. Next we have is the brainstorming stage, next prototype and then test. So by after building the prototype, you have to test it, right? Yes, everyone, you will be receiving emails. Don't worry about that.
Yeah,
After
guys, don't worry about
empathize,
that emails. Okay, after completion of this program, they will be keep sending you the mails. Okay, and after completing this program, complete training period. Okay, after completion of this training, you will be assigned with your projects. Okay, don't worry about that. I think maybe one session will be uh, organized on that, and they will explain about this project things. Okay, they will assign you projects for your team. Okay. And when you have to sign in with your login credentials in Smart Interns. Okay, you have to sign in with your credentials. The credentials will be getting to your mail actually. Okay, with that credentials you have to sign in the Smart Interns portal. And when you sign into your student account in Smart Interns, you'll be seeing their dashboard. Okay, in that dashboard, inside the guided projects, you can see your projects. Okay, there you have to enroll your project. And next team formation, that all things will be done there. Okay. If you have a problem regarding your logging, okay, just help us with your email. Okay, just help us with your email, drop it in this Telegram group. Our team will be helping with you with the logging issue. Okay, with the login issue, please drop your mail, the Telegram group. I'm not sure about this training period, but I think it's came to an end. Okay. After that, they will be assigning you projects. You have to work on that. Okay. So guys, for this, just a minute. Guys, if you have problem with your credentials or name errors, these all things, you can directly mail us. Okay. Mail to the SmartBit support email. Okay. So our team will be address your problem there. Or else you can directly drop your problem in the Telegram group. So there, our team will be connect you there. So how to form a team? Uh, when you log into your student account in SmartBridge, you can see there after enrolling to your project, you can see a form a team option there. Okay. While when you press that form a team, while clicking on that, you will see an interface where you can add your team members' email IDs and assign tasks for them, and you can submit there. Okay. This thing should be done by the team leader. Okay. If you are a team of size 4, one should be a team leader. Okay. and you should add the remaining members as the team members in a particular project. Guys, again, don't worry about that attendance, guys. It will be calculated. Even once you join this webinar, it will automatically record your attendance. And you need to complete the other courses parallelly also, okay, in order to get your certifications. And also, I have seen your problems, okay. I will inform to my team regarding these all problems. Okay, don't worry, guys. In the portal, if there are any courses that are mandatory complete, so they will inform you prior, okay, they will inform you, don't worry about that. Just complete the courses which the SmartBits team has been told to you to complete. That's it. Don't worry about the remaining things, okay. That's why listen to all the instructions correctly, don't miss any of them. And don't worry about this mail, guys, because the project assigning period is did not started, right? We didn't started that project phase. After this completion of this training, the projects will be assigned. So you will get the notification very soon. Don't worry about that. Yeah, you can select your team members, guys. Discuss with them. Ask them. Just find how can they contribute to your project based on their capability. Based on their capability, you assign them the tasks. Okay, that's how you can form a team. The teammate details like their email ID and their name. That's it. I think there will be a session regarding for this project. Okay, this project and all things. There will be a session, I think. Let's see. So the team size should be like 4. Okay, minimum 3 members. I think that's it. Definitely, the team size should be greater than 3. Then only you can enroll to your project. Sir, I have completed this course, but then also it's showing start course. Okay, check with your same email ID, whether you join the same email ID. Check that once. Because once you complete the course, it will be recorded, right? Selecting the team and giving the team details will be done in the Smart Interns portal. In the Smart Interns portal, in your student account, okay, in the section of guided projects, there you can see the option called as form a team. Okay, not same project for all. I think they will give you a 4 to 5 use cases. You have to select one of them. Same project for team. Okay, each project for each team. Shashank will be inform you regarding that team members, okay? Whether they can be from the same college. We'll inform that. Don't need to worry about that, okay? Once these training classes will come to end, we'll start that. So, Meghana, for this portal details and queries, you just contact with our support team, okay? Just ask for them. Okay. So guys, for now, don't worry about that project things and enrollment and the mails. Okay, you will be receive it shortly, and that's for it, guys. As it is 4:30, 4:32. Uh, I'm ending the session. Okay. Okay, guys, we'll let you know about the further things. Okay, don't worry about that project. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, guys. Thank you for joining. Have a nice day.